NS, No secrets, just truth. How did Alter Ego and T3E get created? I started off with NSJT, No Secrets, Just Truth, and I had to realize that there's yin and yang. There's always the good, and then there's always the bad. And I'm considered a rebel. And in my time, I stood for a lot of issues that people didn't stand up for, generally. It was the mindset of don't rock the boat. And I had the mindset of if the boat's not going in the right direction, I'm not only going to rock the boat, I'm going to sink the boat. You better go ahead and grab for your life rafts or whatever you need to grab for because I will be the one who will stand. And it comes from, being abused and having people know it and didn't do anything about it. I gained my strength through what people doubted about me, whether it was the doubt that I would never make it out of the neighborhood that I grew up in, whether they doubted I could be a world-class chef, which I became, whether they doubted that, I could take care of myself and my family at the same time, which I did. And I did it remarkably at a young age. I was a manager at 16. I started working when I was 14, and I looked at everything in my life as a challenge to be taken on. And I would be the person that was willing to put myself on the line in order to make change. Sometimes, yes, it hurt me and it blew up in my face, but I never felt regret for doing what was right. And I became known as that person who wouldn't lie to you but give it to you straight. And some people would love me for it and some people would hate me for it. And I always joke that I would rather you hate me because then I wouldn't have to buy you a Christmas gift or birthday gift or anything like that. I won't have to be nice to you, and, I became a serious debater. People have their own life view of things, but for me, I was a debater. I wanted to hear your side of how you see the world. It wasn't like I wanted to knock down your opinion, but I wanted you to be forceful enough in your opinion. If that's something you believe, then that's something you believe. But if you don't believe it and you're just saying it because you've heard it before, then I literally chew you apart. I love studying. I love different subjects. I love politics. I love religion. I love cooking. I love poetry. And my mother used to call me a jack of all trades and a master of none. And I wanted to prove that in each and every area that I took on, that I could be a master in that field. And I did. And for me, looking back at life, I don't regret anything that I've done. I regret the things that people have done to me. I regret that people walked away without a true sense of who I was. And that they were so quick to form an opinion that they didn't really wait to see exactly where that opinion came from. And I'm one of those type of people where I wait to see where that opinion comes from. Who are you? Why are you the way you are? How does your world appear to you and how it appears to me? And that became more than just a legacy for me. So I created Alter Ego to kind of bridge the gap between the poet, the lover, the dreamer, and the reality of the fight that I had to fight. It was a spiritual fight. It was an emotional fight. It was a moral fight. It was an ethical fight. And I think for a lot of people, they thought that I was timid and easy to pick on. But what they didn't realize was that I wasn't easy to pick on. that picking with me at the end of the day was not a good option because I'm going to shut you down. You know, I have learned a lot in my life of how to defend myself because I was my greatest champion. You know, to defend myself and have that success story that I wanted to have. You know, no one's going to stand between me and what I believe my destiny is. If I got to go through you, I will go through you. And, you know, that's where you got the alter ego, the yin and the yang, you know, and T3E is the third era, is the blending of both those things and finding the harmony of both those things. And yeah, it's been the hardest journey of trying to bridge that gap, but I think I'm starting to get to that point where I'm bridging the gap between the softness and the hardness, where I'm still defending what I believe and the ethics and morals that I have, but yet I still believe in love and fairy tales and dreams and still a dreamer, you know, and that's where I'm at right now. So, you know, when people ask me, you know, what alter ego is me. It's the essence of me. It's something that I believe everybody is. They have two sides to it. T3E is the third era. I'm no longer a child. I'm no longer a teenager. I'm a full grown adult. It's another era of my life. And whether you understand that or not, this is the way it looks to me. This is the way I handle my life.